Dear students, welcome to Students Academy Zero to Hero series. First, நம்ம பார்க்க போறது என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டிஃபரன்சியேஷன் ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் அவ்வளோ வாஸ்ட்டுங்க. இன்ஜினியரிங் அப்படிலாம் போயிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா ஒரு யூசஸ் ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஈவன் அண்ட் பிசிக்ஸ்ல கூட வில் யூஸ் தீஸ் கான்செப்ட்ஸ். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வில் brush up the differentiation concept. First, I start with the differentiation formula. D by dx of very familiar formula x bar n, which is equal to n x power n minus 1. Very simple. So powerல யார் இருக்காங்களோ அவங்கள ஃப்ரண்ட்ல கொண்டுட்டு வந்துருங்க and then subtract minus 1 from the power. So this is the thing. So எங்களுக்கான example will see example differentiation of x cube or x power 3 by 2. We'll go with the fraction. So powerல 3 by 2 is there. So bring 3 by 2 down and x power subtract 3 by 2 with minus 1. So your answer will be 3 by 2 x power 1 by 2, which can also be written as 3 by 2 root x. This is the value. And then இதுலயே நீங்க நிறைய formulas derive பண்ணலாம். We'll move on to the second thing. Differentiation of d by dx of x. X can be written as just d by dx of x. X can be written as x power 1. So power 1, first bring your power in the front. So x power 1 minus 1 will be 0 and the thing power 0 will be 1. So differentiation of x will be 1. Then we'll move on to the next formula. Differentiation of a constant term. Constant, k is a constant, which means x power 0. So always what we'll do, powerல யார் இருந்தாலும் will bring it to the front. So we'll bring it to a front. So x power 0 times x power minus 1. So 0 multiplied by anything will be a 0 thing. So your third formula is differentiation of d by dx of a constant term will be 0. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So இவங்களே root, if you get root x அப்படின்னா what you will do. So again, we'll go here. Differentiation of d by dx of root x, which can be written as x power 1 by 2. Always will bring our power to the front. So 1 by 2 x power 1 by 2 minus 1, which can be written as 1 by 2 x power minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2 root x. So your formula will be 1 by 2 root x. If your question is like this. So 1 by root x, what will you do? Again, we'll move here. Differentiation of d by dx of x power minus 1 by 2. Same concept. Bring minus 1 by 2 to the front. So minus 1 by 2, x power minus 1 by 2 minus 1, which will be written as minus 1 by 2 x power. So this will be minus 3 by 2, which can be written as minus 1 by 2 x power 3 by 2. So this is written as x minus 1 by 2 x power 3 by 2. So if suppose something is multiplied by, we can take any formula or constant or x or root x, என்ன வேணாலும் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Just a root x ஓட some value நம்ம multiply பண்ணிருக்கேன். Some constant value k root x. First write the value for root x. Write the value as it is. And k ஆல multiply ஆயிருக்கு. Just put k over here. This is your final formula. Any doubts in the first slide? Well, just have a look on it. And we'll move on to the second thing. Next, we're going to see the seventh formula is differentiation of e power x. E power x will be e power x. Whatever is here, just write as it is. So suppose if your eighth thing, if a differentiation of e power ax, the question is like this. What you have to do, e power x, now you just write e power x as it is, and then just have a look on the coefficient of your x. Your coefficient of x is a. Just multiply with that a. We'll now see an example. If your question is 7 e power 5x. So this is your constant. Just write the constant as it is. E power 5x. E power 5x will be e power 5x. Just look at the constant coefficient of your x, that is 5. So multiply this number with 5. So your answer will be 35 e power 5x. Then we'll have Look at the other set of formula. Suppose your value is like this, ax plus b. So your formula will be a e power ax plus b. So just multiply the thing with the coefficient of x. b number inga consider final two. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the next set of formula. d by dx of e power minus x squared. Your question is like this. So first write the formula as it is, and then this is said to be a chain rule. Chain rule எப்படி பண்ணணும்னா x square பண்ணுங்க. We know that x square பண்ணா we will get 2x and in the front minus is there. So your final formula will be minus 2x. And then we'll move on to the next set of formula. d by dx of a power x. If it is a power x, then your formula is a power x log a. And log is always defined for the values greater than 0. So mention here a should be greater than 0. So this base should be e, log base e. So you should know the difference between e power x and a power x. So e power x is e power 5x, e power exponential function power x. A power x, a is a constant term. 2 power x, 5 power x, 7 power x, and the madri constant term, we'll use this formula. What is the formula? Suppose we'll have a question like this, d by dx of 2 power x. So what is your a value? It's 2. Just write a power x, 2 power x, log base e, a. A value is 2. Just write 2. That's all. Any doubts on it? Okay, we'll move on to the next set of formulas. The 12th formula will be d by dx of log x. So if you differentiate log x, always remember when I write log, it's base e. Base e. Log with base e can also be written as log, natural logarithm. So log base e of x, which is equal to 1 by x. So this is the formula. Have a look at this slide. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment section. Okay. Hope you are clear with it. We'll move on to the next set of trigonometric formulas. Okay. So we are in the 13th formula. So now we'll look at trigonometric formula, differentiation of sin x. Very easy. Sin x can be written as cos x. So again, we have a question like this. Differentiation of cos x. What will be the differentiation of cos x? Cos x will be minus sin x. Usually, how I will remind all this formula now. Differentiation, if your question contains C, your answer should contain minus sign. Minus sign. Okay. Differentiation, if your question starts with C, your answer should contain minus sign. Okay. So 15th one, d by dx of tan x. Differentiation of tan x will be secant square x. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Differentiation of cot x. Cot x. Always remember your question as C. Your question starts with C. So your answer will have minus. So minus cosecant square x. This is your formula. Then we'll move on to the 17th one. D by dx of secant x. Secant x will be secant x tan x. Okay. And then the 18th one, differentiation of cosecant x. Cosecant x will be minus. Always remember your question. If it starts with C, your answer should have minus sign. So cosecant x, cot x. So here comes a question. If suppose differentiation of sine cube x. So there is a difference between sine cube x and differentiation of sine 3x. So if your question is sine 3x, always think it sine x will be cos x. So cos 3x. Always look at the coefficient of your x that is multiplied by 3. So the entire term should multiply by 3. So 3 cos x, cos 3 cos 3x will be your formula. But suppose you have sine cube x. Always remember that power formula. If you have the power, first bring that power to the front. So if you bring the power to the front, 3 sine square x, and then differentiate the value which is given. Sin x differentiate panna, you get cos x. So cos x. Okay, we'll see another question. Differentiation d by dx of secant 5x. If your question is like this, first look at the power. First try to bring your power. We'll do know in algebra, we'll remember that board mass, no? And the madri, you remember this also. First bring your power to the front. So this will become 5 secant power 4x. And then concentrate on secant x. Secant x value will be secant x and x. If you want to simplify, 5 times secant power 5x and x. So this will be your final answer. Hope you are clear with it. Then we'll move on to some formulas. Next, the 19th one will be differentiation u by v. First, we'll see u by v. U by v is nothing but first take your remainder, so denominator, just square your denominator. Whatever is here, just square it. So v square panna, you will get v square. V u dash minus u v dash. This is your formula. Then we'll move on to the next one, u v. U multiplied by v. If two terms are in multiplication, first u v dash plus v u dash. You can extend this formula as much as you can. U v w, which is equal to u v w dash plus u v dash w plus u dash v w. This is your formula. Okay, hope you are clear with that. Okay, we'll see some example related to this examples. So suppose if you have a term like x square differentiation of x square sin x. So first initial, you're starting, just write what is your u. Always take, this is not compulsion. First take first thing as your u. So u is your x square and v is your sin x. So if you differentiate u, u dash will be power rule. Always use power rule if you find the power. 2 times x power 1, which was 2x. And the v dash will be sin x differentiate 1. Now you will get cos x. You know the formula, differentiation of uv, which is uv dash plus v u dash. So just u is your x square and v is your cos x plus v is your sin x and u dash will be your 2x. If I write in a simplified version, x square cos x plus 2x sin x, this is your final answer. This is your required answer. Okay, so now we'll have a look at the formulas which related to u by v, quotient rule. This is known as the product rule and this is your quotient rule. Okay, we'll do one sum related to quotient rule. If you have a question like this, differentiation of 1 minus 3x by 1 plus 3x. If your question is like this, first take the numerator as 1 minus 3x and the denominator as 1 plus 3x. First take a differentiation. U dash will be minus 3 and the v dash will be plus 3. Always remember denominator, consider first see the denominator and take a square of the denominator. So 1 plus 3x the whole square and then v u dash minus u v dash. This one, v u dash minus u v dash. So your v is 1 plus 3x and your u dash is minus 3 and then minus u will be 1 minus 3x and your v dash is plus 3. Just take a simplification. I'll continue here. So if I simplify in both the concept 3 is common, so I'm trying to take out 3 So this will be minus is there. So I'm multiplying the entire thing with minus. So this will be minus 1 minus 3x. And then this will be minus 1 plus 3x divided by 1 plus 3x the whole square. Okay. So I can cut it out, plus 3 and minus 3. So 3 times minus 2 divided by 1 plus 3x the whole square, which will give you 3 2s are minus 6. So minus 6 divided by 1 plus 3x the whole square. This will be my final answer. Have a look at this slide. I hope you are clear with it. I will give you few sums as you practice thing and comment your answers. Once again, we'll do one sum related to chain rule and then we'll end our session. So this is about the chain rule. This is about the chain rule. So I'm taking a question like this. If my y is root of x square plus x plus 1, if they ask for find y dash. If I ask for this, what I will do? So take a differentiation. So y dash will be always remember root of x square plus x plus 1 can also be written as x square plus x plus 1 the whole power 1 by 2. Always bring your power to the down. So 1 by 2 x square plus x plus 1 whole power 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 2 and then do the inner function differentiation. You differentiate x squared, it will be 2x. And if you differentiate x, it will be 1. If you differentiate 1, it is a constant function. You all know, would have guessed it. So differentiation of a constant function will be 0. This is my final answer. If I write it in a clear way, 2x plus 1 divided by 2 times root of x square plus x plus 1. This will be my final answer. Yes. Okay. Next up, I'll give you few sums as your homework. Just try it by yourself. Do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. Your first question is 3x power 4 minus 2x cubed plus 8 plus x. So this is your first one. Comment your answer. Then the second question will be 5x power 4 minus 2 by x cubed plus 5 by x. This is your second question. And then the third one is x cubed e power x. And the fourth one, x power 4 minus 3 sine x plus cos x. This is 4. And then the fifth one, e power x divided by 1 plus x. Do it by yourself and comment your answer. Bye-bye. Thank you. See you in the next video.